How's it going, everybody, and welcome to another episode of AddiBiotics Chat Over Coffee. Sorry, so far we haven't had any episodes based on the food and travel. We have been ultra busy. We've been here, there, everywhere. I think the only place we haven't been to is the moon so far, but eventually we'll get there as well. This week's episode, we're interviewing one of our friends named Barry. He's talking about how times have changed, how you should really go out and interact with people, and little stories about his grandfather as well. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy part one on Barry's point of view on how the changing of times has happened recently. And it's true, every day something is always changing. Technology has changed, times have changed, people are not really going out to meet people and sit down and just have a general chat over coffee like we like to do here on our channel. So enjoy this, get informed. This is his induction to the biotic universe.
Okay. Basically, as you get older in life, you become more invisible to society. Society is ruled by the youth of today, not the experience of yesterday. Yesterday represents an analog system in a digital world, or it's yesterday's computer, yesterday's operating systems. Each generation is the upgrade to the last, and as a result, the defunct versions of humanity, as in the older generations, they become invisible to society, so therefore they no longer matter. And the danger of getting old is if you don't upgrade yourself in terms of how you think, your outlook on life, perspective, and mix with the youth and keep your mind open and fresh, you will not get the, I don't know if I can put it this way, the upgrades to your operating system. You will be left behind and then thrown away like an old Nokia phone. Because who wants a Nokia phone when you can have an iPhone? So basically, my message to anyone who hears this or experiences this is to stay upgraded. You need to mix with the youth. You need to see and hear and feel and touch the new generations to stay alive. Because if you don't, you will die, and when you die, you are defunct and invisible before you're physically dead.
Part two, and this is a bit of stories about Barry, his grandfather, how he looked up to him as well, how his grandfather always used to stay ahead of the times with everything. But the main point of this part of the interview is to always go out, interact with people, get to learn people's backgrounds, get to learn people's interests, and they'll get to learn yours as well. And the main part is just get out there and get after it. The 3 gets. Get up, get out there, and get after it. And it is easy as 1, 2, and 3.
My grandfather was a wise man. He lived until he was 98 years old. I knew him for 51 years. And one of the things that kept him from becoming a miserable old man was when he was working for 45 years of Players, he had many apprentices. And he used to have to keep ahead of them so that they didn't overtake him in knowledge. So he had to go to college, even up until he was 60, to learn about electronics and therefore keep one step ahead of the youth. But at the same time, that kept him alive as a person in this respect was he mixed with the youth of the day to stay youthful in his own outlook in life. And the consequence that when he retired, because he retired and lived for 38 years after he was 60, he mixed with people who weren't miserable, who weren't negative. And as a result, he never really died an old man. Physically, he died an old man, but mentally, he was alive until eventually time and disease and caught up with him. And because I had 51 years of that outlook and that kind of attitude, I also had the same ideas. If you want to be alive, you have to grasp life. If you want to die, you have to curl up in a ball and go to sleep. and emotionally speaking and socially speaking, you just stay at home and you don't go out, and then that way you can die peacefully for decades. So isolation in modern society is the biggest killer of, I would say, human emotions, human interaction, humanity itself. The second biggest killer is technology used to replace life. Technology should enhance it, not replace it. Your iPhones, your Androids, your laptops, your smart TVs, they are there to enhance life, to make it easier to buy things, sell things, interact with people you cannot talk to. They should enhance life in the sense that you can connect with anyone around the world and talk to people you'll never meet in reality, but you can connect with them and share experiences. To be a slave to this technology will kill your humanity, because you still need, as a living, breathing human being, you need to go out and connect with real people and talk to real people. The emotions of smiling and frowning and laughing, you need to hear and see their emotions in their faces, in their voices. Without the human connection, you lose something in you. You lose your soul. And that's what I believe.
So we hope you take a very valuable lesson from all this today. You have to get out there. You have to get to know people. There's no point sitting at home wasting your life away. If you do go out and struggle, at least you know you're going to get there eventually. Wherever you want to go in life, you have to get up there and get out there, because no one's going to come knocking on the door saying, here's the job you wanted, here's the car you wanted, here's the big house you wanted, enjoy yourself. That's never going to happen. Maybe in your fantasy land, but not out here in the real world. But you have to go out there and interact with other human beings. So until we see you next time, click subscribe, get notified, but most importantly, stay biotic.